Well, good afternoon / good evening again, and welcome back for the second game of the doubleheader between the Kansas City Athletics and the New York Yankees. If you missed game one, I'm playing this as a doubleheader. We can take a quick look at game one. A very good game. 9-8, the Athletics came out on top. They were ahead 7-1 after 2 innings. The Yankees came back and made it interesting. Almost pulled it out in the ninth. And in the nightcap, it will be Chuck Dobson, righty for Kansas City. Fritz Peterson, the left-hander, on the mound for New York. Let's just jot that in there. Dobson, decent regular real-life numbers, 4.09 ERA in 14 starts. He's made 2 starts in the replay, and he's been pounded. He's 0-2 with a 9.00 ERA. He's allowed 12 hits in 8 innings of work, and he's walked 8. Peterson has made 2 starts, 1 relief appearance. He's 0-1 with a 3.72 ERA in 9 2/3 innings of work. 13 hits allowed. And that's your pitchers for game 2 of the doubleheader, the third of a 3-game series. Oh, I could put the records in now. 6-7, 3-12. Kansas City 6-7 now with the win in game 1. The Yankees dropped to 3-12. And as I mentioned earlier today, Yankee fans waiting for that middle of the order to wake up. Good grief, let's look at some of these averages for the middle of the Yankee order. Normally number 3 is Roger Maris. He's hitting .098 on the season. This doesn't include the first game of the doubleheader, of course, as I haven't updated the stats yet. But coming into game 1, Maris .098, no homers, 5 RBIs. Of course, he did hit his first homer in the first game of the doubleheader. The cleanup man, Mickey Mantle, came in hitting .179 with only 1 home run. Number 5 hitter Joe Pepitone, .212 with 1 home run. He also hit his second home run of the season in the first game of the doubleheader. But you can see the point. Those are 3 very good cards struggling. I'll get to the lineups, and we'll get right into game 2 here in just a minute. For Kansas City, same lineup as game 1. It'll be Bert "Campy" Campaneris leading off at shortstop. Jose Tartabull is in center. Ed Charles at third base, bats third. Dick Green, the second baseman, hits cleanup. Ken Hawk Harrelson at first base, batting 5th. Mike Hirschberger will be in left field. Ossie Chavaria in right. Ken Suarez will catch both games of the twin bill. You would never see that today. He bats 8th. Dobson, the pitcher, hitting 9th. For the Yankees, a little different look. Bobby Richardson will lead off at second base. Roy White is in center field today, batting 2nd. Mantle gets the game off. He played the first game. Roger Maris in right hits 3rd. Joe Pepitone moves up to the cleanup spot. He's at first base. Tom Trash back in the lineup at third base. He'll bat 5th. Lou Clinton gets the start in left field. Clete Boyer is the shortstop. Jake Gibbs will catch game 2, and he's the catcher batting 8th. Peterson, the pitcher, batting 9th. I've switched from coffee to tea. 3:03 in the afternoon, 40 degrees, overcast in Spokane. And the Yankees take the field. Peterson now has completed his warm-ups. The umpire says play ball, and Campy Campaneris steps in from the right side. Peterson gets the sign from Gibbs. Here's the windup and the pitch to Campy. A 1-5 against the lefty, and he draws a leadoff walk. Campaneris is aboard to start things off here, and we are underway. Campaneris, a marvelous base stealer. Star 19. Peterson, a -2, 17. They'll hold him on. That'll make him a 1-15. And he's going to try for that lead. 2 through 6 or 12. 4, he's got the lead. 1 through 15. Here's the throw by Gibbs. He's in there. Stolen base, Campaneris. Campy stole a game in the first game. Stole a base, rather. Stole a game. Stole a base in the first game. He now has 4 stolen bases on the season. And here's the next pitch to Tartable. Left on left, 4-8. High fly ball to deep right field. He's a weak. That's going to be a single, 2 stars. 4-8 single to 17. The roll is a 6. It's a 2-star single for Tartable, and Campaneris will score. Right off the bat, the Athletics are on the board. Tartable, star 19, held 1-17. He's going to try for the lead as Ed Charles steps to the plate. Tartable 2 through 5 or 12. 7, he does not get the lead. Here's the next pitch to Charles. 1-6 left-handed single, 2 stars. Right up the middle. Tartable will round and head into third. And Kansas City jumping all over Fritz Peterson here in the first inning. And welcome Franklin Long. Yes, sir, let's play 2. Charles, a star stealer. This Kansas City ball club can run. Held on, he'll be a 1 through 12, however. Runners at the corners and nobody out. 1-0, Kansas City just getting underway. Peterson taking his time now. Dick Green steps to the plate. Green came into game 1 hitting .341 with 7 runs batted in. Infield back. Peterson from the stretch. The pitch to Dick Green, a 5-5 to the right-hander. Fly to right field. Maris under it. That's going to be deep enough for Tartable to tag up and score, and it's a sacrifice fly for Dick Green. So Tartable in to score. It's an RBI. Sac fly to right field, and it's 2-0 Kansas City. 1 down, and Hawk Harrelson will be the hitter. Peterson gets the sign from Gibbs now, from the stretch. Here's the pitch to the Hawk. It's a 2-4 left-handed. Grounder to third, that's going to be 2. Tresh to Richardson to Pepitone, double play. And the side is retired, but Kansas City jumps out early again with 2 runs in the first. On 2 hits, they leave a man. After half an inning of play, it is Athletics 2, Yankees coming to bat. And a special thanks to Franklin and anyone who has the stamina to hang out for game 2, but I appreciate the company. Dobson's completed his warm-ups, and here's Bobby Richardson to lead things off for New York. Dobson gets the sign from Suarez now. The windup and the pitch to Richardson. That's a 3-10 right-handed double to 17 on a 4. That's going to be down for extra bases. Richardson cruises into second with a stand-up double. I get the feeling we're going to see some runs in this game as well. 17 runs scored in game 1. And here's Roy White, switch hitter batting left-handed. Dobson checks his runner. Now the windup and the pitch to White. 6-6 left-handed, and he walks him. So the first 2 batters reach for New York. And here's Roger Maris. Maris, of course, a towering home run in the first game. And Franklin stepped off to cook some hamburgers for dinner. I made a sandwich and had a banana. First and second, nobody out now. Here's Roger Maris. Dobson from the stretch. Pitch to Roger, a 4-3 left-handed. Fly to right field X. That's Chavaria. Chavaria, a 4E18 out there. This could be an adventure. He's racing towards the line. Here's the roll on the play on a 2. He's not going to get it. That's down for a 2-star double. Richardson can walk home. White goes to third. So a double for Maris. You get the feeling that the much overdue heart of the Yankee lineup is waking up a bit. And here's Joe Pepitone, 2-1 Kansas City. We're only in the first inning. Infield back early in the game. Dobson, the right-hander, gets his sign. Here's the pitch now to Joe Pepitone. A 3-3 right-handed. Grounder to first base. That will score a run, however, the infield back. Grounder to first, C. That's going to go 3-1. White will come in to score. Maris to third. And it's an RBI for Pepitone, and it's a tie ball game. And that's the first out of the inning. Well, the tie game now. Kansas City's going to, it's early, I normally don't do it. I'm going to let the dice decide. 1-3, it's in. Infield is in. Tom Tresh. Tresh has been out a couple of games. Back in the lineup now. He did pinch hit in game 1. Switch hitter, batting left-handed. Runner on third with the infield in and 1 down. The pitch from Dobson. 1-5. Grounder to second, C with the infield in. Runner will hold. So that'll be Green making the play. The runner holds, and there's 2 away. Now they'll push the infield back as Lou Clinton comes to the plate. Clinton comes into the game hitting .273 on the season, just 3 for 11, 1 ribby. He hasn't played much. Dobson into the windup now. The pitch to Clinton. 4-3 to the right-hander is a fly ball to right field X. That's Chavaria again. 4-18. That's an adventure. Here's the play on a 5. He's not going to get it. That's a single 2 stars, and the Yankees take the lead on an RBI single by Lou Clinton. Maris will cross the plate. Boy, we're going to see some scoring in this game, I think. 2 down, runner on first, and Clete Boyer will come to bat. Boyer entered the doubleheader, hitting just 176 on the season. Dobson from the stretch now. Here's the pitch to Boyer. It's a 5-4 to the right-hander. It's a grounder to third base X. That's Charles, 3E18 down there. Charles to his left. Here's the roll on the play. It's a 20. He's got it. Long throw across in time, and that will retire the side. But the Yankees score 3 on 3 hits and leave a man. We've played just 1 inning here in New York. 5 runs across, and it's Yankees 3, Athletics 2. Peterson getting loose for the second. Hirschberger, Chavaria, and Suarez do for Kansas City. Hirschberger standing in from the right side as Peterson gets the sign from Gibbs. Here's the windup and the pitch to Hirschberger on a 1-5. He rips a base hit up the middle. It's a leadoff single for Mike Hirschberger. Hirschberger, like most of the Kansas City lineup, has wheels. He's a star 16 stealer, 14 not held. The Yankees will elect to hold him on, making him a 1-12. And that'll bring up Chavarria. Chavarria, whose defensive shortcomings surfaced in the bottom of the first. Peterson from the stretch now. There's the pitch to Chavarria. 4-3 to the right-hander. Fly to right field X. That's Roger Maris, a 2-E3. Maris racing towards the gap now. The roll on the play is a 3, and he can't get it. That's a single 2 stars. Holy crap. Man, that would have been a tough play for anybody. As it is, it's a single for Chavarria. Hirschberger goes into third, and Kansas City threatening in the second in what looks to be an offensive-minded contest. Chavarria, of course, a star 15 stealer. Would you expect any less? Battery is -2, so he's a 13 not held. With nobody out, they're going to not hold him. And they'll play it at double play depth early in the ball game, as Ken Suarez steps to the plate. Suarez doesn't hit for much of an average, but he does know how to draw a walk, as evidenced by a 145 batting average, but a 298 on base. He's on base over twice his average. Not something you see every day. Runners take their leads. Peterson from the stretch. The pitch to Suarez, a 4-5 to the righty, is a grounder to shortstop X. That's going to be Boyer. Boyer is a 3E19 at short. This could be 2. Here's the play on a 19. Boyer has it to Richardson, to Pepitone, double play. A run will score on that, but they'll take the 2 outs. Hirschberger comes in to score. That ties up the ball game, but it also clears the bases, and Dobson will be the batter. So the Yankees will trade a run for 2 outs here. Dobson, right-handed batter, 1W. Peterson into the windup. On a 1-8, struck him out. And that will do it for Kansas City. They tie the game, a run on 2 hits. Nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the second inning in a 3-3 tie. Here's Chuck Dobson now, getting loose. Gibbs, Peterson, and Richardson due for New York. Gibbs pinch hit in the first game of the twin bill. He'll do the catching in the second game. Left-handed batter, Dobson into the windup. Here's the pitch. It's a 6-10, a left-handed catcher's card X. That's going to be Suarez, a 40-16. Man, that's a terrible catcher's defense rating. Here's the roll on the play. An 11 is the error range. A 7 on a 16. And he makes it. It's a little ground ball nubber in front of the plate. Suarez pounces on it and throws him out. How about that? So Suarez throws out his opposite number, and here's the pitcher, Peterson. Fritz Peterson, a switch hitter, 3W. He'll be batting left-handed against Dobson. Dobson the windup now and the pitch. 3-8 right-handed, swung on and missed strike 3. Not all that surprising. 2 away, and here's Bobby Richardson. Richardson opened up the game with a double top of the first. Or opened up the home half of the game, I should say. Dobson into the windup. Pitch to Bobby Richardson, 6'9", right-handed, swung on and missed strike 3. And back-to-back Ks for Dobson. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We've played 2. A 3-3 tie. Just getting underway here. Pull up a chair. Fix yourself a drink. I'm having some decaf tea now. I was pretty jittered up with the extra half pot of coffee this morning. I don't know if you could tell that in game one or not, but I was definitely feeling it. Here's Peterson now as we move to the third. Top of the order for Kansas City. Bert Campaneris to start things off. He stole second and came around to score in the first. Peterson the sign from Gibbs now. Here's the windup. The pitch to Campy, a 3-5 left-hander to tap her down to second. Richardson has it cleanly. Over to Pepitone, one down. Jose Tartabull will be the next hitter, left on left. Tartabull singled in a run and came around to score himself in the first inning. Peterson into the windup now. The pitch to Tartabull. 3-10 left-handed. It's a comebacker. Peterson snares it over to Pepitone and quickly 2 away in the third. Peterson looking much better this inning. Seems like he's settled into a groove now as Ed Charles steps in. Charles singled his first time up. Peterson gets his sign. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 2-8 to the left, gets the left-hander. Single up the middle. It's a 2-out single for Ed Charles, and he's 2 for 2. Star 16 runner, he'll have to be held, making him a 1 through 12. Star 16 stealer, I should say, to be more accurate. And here's Dick Green. Sacrifice fly in the first. Green, a big home run in game one. Wasn't it a home run? No, an RBI double. I beg your pardon. I'd flip it over and look, but then I'd have to move all of these cards. So here's Green, runner on first, 2 down. Peterson from the stretch. 3-7 left-handed is a grounder to short. Boyer has it. He'll go the short way to Richardson, and that will retire the side. So no runs to hit, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the third, still 3-3. Dobson getting loose for the third. White, Maris, and Pepitone due. Mantle's available to pinch hit. He did pinch hit in this game in real life. Not starting, though, today. He started the first game. White walked and scored in the first. Dobson gets the sign from Suarez. Here's the windup and the pitch. 3-12, right-handed. He hits him. Holy crap, White drilled. He heads down to first. White a star 15 stealer. Dobson a 0, but Suarez a +3. Terrible defensive catcher. 18, held on 16. And he's going to try for that lead. 2 through 8, 11 or 12 for a 16. 9, he does not establish a good lead. And here's the next pitch to Roger Maris. On a 1-5, triple to 3, and on a 2, that's down the right field line and into the corner. Chavarria chasing it down. White in to score. Maris headed for third. The throw cut off, and Maris is in with an RBI triple. Let's take another look at that, shall we? 1-5. Triple to 3, the roll is a 2. How about that? For Roger Maris, his second triple of the season. 4-3 New York, and now Kansas City will pull the infield in for Joe Pepitone. Nobody out, runner on third. Dobson, the full windup. Here's the pitch to Joe Pepitone. 2-3, right-handed, base hit into right field. It's an RBI single for Pepitone. Maris will come in to score. It's 5-3. So Dobson not fooling anyone today, and the heart of the Yankee order finally waking up a bit as Tom Tresh steps in. Tresh grounded out to second his first time up. Dobson from the stretch now. Pitch to Tresh on a 3-4. Foul ball behind the plate. Suarez back. Drops the mask. He's got it. One down. That will bring up Lou Clinton, an RBI single his first time up. Dobson staring in now to get his sign. From the stretch, here's the pitch to Clinton. 1-8 right-handed grounder to short. Campy has it. That's going to be two. Campy to Green to Harrelson. And the side is retired. 6-4-3. 2 runs for the Yankees on 2 hits. After 3 complete, the Yankees 5, the Athletics 3. As Peterson gets loose for the 4th, I'll have a little sip on my tea here. And it'll be Harrelson, Hirschberger, and Chavaria for Kansas City. Peterson the sign from Gibbs. Now here's the windup and the pitch. On a 1-7 left-handed, he pops him up left side. Boyer calling for it. He's got it, 1 down. And the batter will be Mike Hirschberger. Hirschberger singled and scored his first time up. Peterson into the windup now. Pitch to Hirschberger is a 5-9 right-handed. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Oh my, what a pitch that was. Peterson fans Hirschberger, and with 2 outs it will be Chavaria. He singled his first time up. Peterson getting his sign now. The windup, and here's the pitch. 3-8 left-handed, tapper down to short. Boyer has it. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Fritz Peterson. I'm into 2 more drafts now. My retro league, rookie drafting for the 79 season, is in the middle of the 3rd round. And I made my first round pick in the MDL. An interesting franchise league where you can keep 1 rookie from your franchise before the start of the draft. So a lot of drafting this month, and I tell you, I'm feeling it. Hopefully I'm able to convey some kind of energy here in these streams. But I gotta tell you, fellas, these drafts are wearing me out. It's a lot of fun, though. Okay, bottom of the 4th we go. Bottom of the order for New York. That's Boyer, Gibbs, and Peterson. Oh, that's interesting, Franklin. Franklin watched a story that asked the question why the A's moved from Philadelphia and not the Phillies. And what was their conclusion? Dobson ready to work to Boyer now, 0 for 1. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch to Boyer, a 6-9 right-handed. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Second K of the ball game for Dobson. And that'll bring up Jake Gibbs. Gibbs fouled out to his opposite number his first time up. Dobson gets his sign. Here's the windup. The pitch to Gibbs, a 3-7 right-handed base hit into right field. So a 1-out single for Gibbs. He's aboard, and Peterson will come to bat. Let's check Peterson's bunting rating. I think he's a B. No, he's an A. He's an A, and Kansas City will definitely pull the infield in. A 3-hitter, switch hitter. He's going to cross him up and swing away. The pitch, a 2-9, struck him out. So Peterson whiffed for the second time today, and with 2 down, it'll be up to Bobby Richardson. Dobson gets the sign from the stretch now. The pitch to Richardson. 2-7, right-handed fly to center, playable for White. He's right there, and that'll retire the side. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We're through 4. It's 5-3 Yankees. Oh, I see. When Connie Mack died, the new owner ran the team into the ground. So they were probably losing the attendance battle with the Phillies, I'm guessing. Philadelphia, I mean, it's a big city, but was it that big then? I mean, to support 2 major league teams. To the 5th we go. Suarez, Dobson, and Campaneris do. Peterson gets his sign from Gibbs. Here's the windup and the pitch to Suarez. 3-9, struck him out. Suarez down on strikes, and that'll bring up Dobson. Dobson, a right-handed batter. Here's the pitch, 2-5, swung on and missed strike 3, and Dobson Ks for the second time today. And let's see now. That's 4 strikeouts in the game for Peterson. Of course, granted, half of them are the opposing pitcher. And here's Campy with 2 down. 0 for 1 with a walk. Peterson into the windup now. On a 1-8, homer to 5. On an 18, it'll be into the gap for a double. Campaneris into second with a 2-out double. And the batter will be Tartable. Tartable 1 for 2. Left on left now. Here's the pitch from Peterson. A 5-8 left-handed pop-up right side. Richardson calling for it. He's got it, and that will end the inning. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Through 4.5, New York 5, Kansas City 3. Let me turn the heat down again. I've got to try to remember that heat before the start of the game. It still is. Well, it would be now. What I mean was back then. Was it a big enough city to support 2 teams? Absolutely, it could now. I didn't know much about Philly as a city until my best friend's daughter went to Penn there a few years back. Yankees come to bat in the bottom of the 5th. It'll be White, Maris, and Pepitone. Dobson gets the sign from Suarez now. Here's the pitch to Roy White. On a 4-5 left-handed, it's a grounder to shortstop X. Campaneris, a 3-E23. As he goes into the hole, the roll on the play is a 9. That's the error rating. The roll is an 11 on a 23. And Campy's got it. Long throw across in time. Nice play, Campaneris. So 6-3 X. White is retired. 1 down. And Roger Maris will come to bat. T. My voice going on me now. Excuse me. Maris, 2 for 2, a double and a triple. Homered in game 1, starting to heat it up a bit. Dobson, the windup. Pitch to Roger Maris, a 4-4 is a grounder to short X. That's Campy again. 3E23, here's the play. That is not flat. That's going to be a re-roll on the 20. It's a 12. That's the error range. 7 on a 23, and he makes the play. 2 fine plays, Campaneris. And with 2 away, Joe Pepitone will come to bat. 1 for 2, RBI single in the 3rd. Dobson into the windup. Pitch to Pepitone, a 5-3 left-handed grounder to the pitcher X. Dobson, a fine fielding pitcher, a 2E0. And here's the play. On a 17, the error range. Dobson has it, throws Pepitone out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Dobson. All 3 on the X chart. So we're through 5 here in the Bronx, and it's Yankees 5, Athletics 3. I don't really like the word choke. My opinion is the postseason is a crapshoot these days. With so many teams in it, anybody can win on any given day. We're through 5-3. Kansas City will send Charles Green and Harrelson to the plate here in the 6th against Fritz Peterson. Peterson gets the sign from Gibbs. Here's the windup and the pitch to Ed Charles. 2-7 left-handed, double to 9 on a 19. He'll settle for a long single. And Charles is aboard to lead off the 6th. Charles 3 for 3 now today. And here's Dick Green, 0 for 1. Sacrifice fly back in the 1st. Peterson now working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Green. 3-4 left-handed is a fly ball into left. Clinton backing up. He'll take it for the first out. And that'll bring up Hawk Harrelson. Harrelson 0 for 2 today. Came up in the 1st with a chance to hurt and grounded into a double play. Peterson from the stretch. Pitch to Hawk, a 2-5 left-handed, swung on and missed strike 3. So Peterson, as you can see, 4 of his 5 strikeouts coming off of the hitter's cards. For those who don't know yet, I was asked to differentiate between the pitcher and batter strikeouts, so I'm circling the Ks that are on the batter's card. 2 down, 1 on, and here's Hirschberger now, 1 for 2. Peterson from the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's a 5-4 to the right-hander. It's a grounder to third base X. That's Tresh. Tresh, a 3E23. Moving to his left, here's the roll on the play. On a 19, he's got it. Throws him out to retire the side. So a nice play, Tresh. That goes 5-3X. Hirschberger retired. For Kansas City, no runs a hit. They leave him in. And it's still a 5-3 ball game as we move to the bottom of the 6th. Chuck Dobson surrendered 6 hits so far, 5 runs. He's still out there. An S5 for endurance. This is his 2nd inning of potential fatigue. Well, look at last year, Franklin. I mean, nobody expected Arizona. They beat 3 teams, was it, in the postseason? They beat at least 3 teams that were clearly better ball clubs. And they gave the Rangers a fight. So if things go a little bit different way, they could have beaten 4 clubs on paper better than them and won the championship. A wild card team. It can happen. And people want to assign a lot of meaning to it, and I just don't see it. Tresh, Clinton, and Boyer will lead off here come to bat here for the Yankees in the 6th. Dobson ready to work now. Here's the windup for the pitch to Tresh. 0 for 2 today. That's going to be a 3-7 right-handed, and he singles into center field. Tresh is aboard to lead things off here at the bottom of the inning. And that'll bring up Lou Clinton. Clinton 1 for 2. Singled in a run in the first, bounced into a double play in the third. And no, that's all right, Franklin. Hog away, buddy. Dobson working from the stretch now. There's the pitch to Clinton. It's a 1-4 to the righty, grounder to second. Green has it. His only play is to first. Tresh will move into second on the play. So runner in scoring position with 1 down for Clete Boyer. Boyer 0 for 2 so far. Dobson getting his sign now. Here's the pitch to Boyer. 1-8 comebacker. Dobson has it, throws him out 2 down. Grounder to pitcher B. Runner will hold, and that'll bring up Jake Gibbs. Gibbs 1 for 2 today. Oh, yeah. Well, the Orioles will be better this year, I think, don't you? They got their number 1 starter. Two out, 1 on. Dobson from the stretch. Pitch to Jake Gibbs, a 1-11. Foul ball right side. Harrelson says he has it, and that'll do it. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We're through 6 in New York, and it is Yankees 5, Athletics 2. Both starting pitchers still in the game as we move to the 7th inning. Peterson getting loose, and he'll be facing at the bottom of the Kansas City order. Chavarria, Suarez, and the pitcher's spot. Yes, exactly, Franklin. Makes all the difference in the world. Now, if only that a-hole Artie Moreno would sell the Angels. Oh, my God, what a... don't even get me going on him. Chavarria is 1 for 2 in the game so far. Peterson gets the sign from Gibbs. Here's the windup and the pitch to Chavarria. 4-9 right-handed. Base hit up the middle. Ozzie Chavarria 2 for 3 today. A leadoff single in the 7th. And here comes Ken Suarez. He's 0 for 2. Bounced into a double play and struck out in the 5th. Peterson now working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Suarez. On a 1-6, fly ball to left. Clinton ranging to his right. He catches up with it. 1 down. With Dobson due, Kansas City will send up a pinch hitter. So Dobson goes 6 innings today. Allowed 7 hits. Five runs. He walked 1 and hit a batter. And he struck out 3. Lou Krause getting loose for Kansas City. He pitched in this game in real life. Krause a fine 2.99 in real life over 178 innings of work, only 144 hits allowed. Wait a minute, I took out the wrong pitcher. And now we'll have a batter for Dobson. Well, Kansas City has only one right-handed batter on the bench, unless I go to the computer only. Let's see what else they have down there. Jimenez is a left-hander. It's going to be Phil Roof, right-handed hitter. Roof, the other catcher on the team. On the season, he's just 0 for 2. He's only come up twice. Runner on first, 1 down. Peterson from the stretch, the pitch to Roof. 4-7 to the righty, a single to 6, but on a 12, that liner is going to be speared by Tom Tresh. And Roof is retired. 2 outs, and here's Campy. Campy 1 for 2 with the walk. Runner on first, 2 down. Peterson from the stretch. It's a 3-8 against the lefty. Single to 12, but on an 18. That liner is speared by Boyer. Oh my goodness, two line drive outs. And Kansas City is done in the 7th. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Through 6.5, it's New York 5, Kansas City 3. And here's Krause coming on to pitch now. We've seen his card. What has he done in the replay? He's been in 3 games, all in relief. He's 0-2 with a 10.38 ERA. In 4 1/3 innings, he's given up 11 hits. Well, needless to say, the card is much better than that. Peterson's going to bat in the 7th. He's going for it. Catching up on the chat. All those young prospects would be sold. Oh, you're absolutely right, Franklin. Yeah, they weren't willing to spend any money then. Now they are. And the signing of Corbin Burns bears that out. And Sports Time Machine, yes, I love your setup. Well, you have different charts. Well, I appreciate that. I'll take a look at it. I don't know if it would be right to switch horses in midstream, but I'll take it under consideration at the very least. Here's Krause now, the righty, facing Peterson. Switch hitter batting left. Pitch is a 6-8. It's a double to 1, but that's going to hang up there for Chavaria, who makes the catch for the out. And here's Richardson now. Bobby 1 for 3 today. Krause, the sign from Suarez. It's a 6-9 right-handed, swung on and missed strike 3. So Krause fans Richardson, 2 down, nobody on, and here's Roy White. White 0 for 1 today, walked in the first, was hit by a pitch in the 3rd. Switch hitter batting lefty. On a 5-12, it's a grounder to third base X. That's going to be Charles. A 3-18. Charles to the line. On a 2, he's not going to get it. That's past him for a base hit. Rounding it up quickly is Hirschberger. And White will settle for a 2-out single. Krause's 0 hold. White a star 15 stealer. Suarez, remember, a +3. So that's 18 held on 16. And he's going to try for that lead. 2 through 8, 11 or 12 for a 16. On a 9, he again does not establish the lead. He's missed it twice. And here's the next pitch to Roger Maris. On a 3-8 right-handed, grounder to second, but with a runner held on, that's going to be a single with a 2-base advance. Holy crap. So not getting the steal pays off for the Yankees. And Maris ends up with a 2-star single. Let's take another look. 3-8, second base, A+. White into third. And the Yankees have the tying runs aboard with 2 outs in the 7th, and the batter will be Joe Pepitone. Pepitone, 1 for 3 today. Suarez out to the mound now. And sports time, I got to tell you, I would love to know how to set up my Windows screen to look exactly like yours. Okay, Suarez settles in behind the plate now. Runners on the corners, 2 down. Krause from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Pepitone. 6-6 left-handed, a tapper down to first. Harrelson's got it. He'll take it to the bag. And that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left on. We've completed 7. Yankees 5. Did I say the tying runs are on? Jesus Christ, they're ahead. My apologies, guys. Holy crap. Peterson in S7 coming out for his 8th inning of work. It'll be Tartable, Charles, and Green for Kansas City. Peterson getting the sign from Gibbs now. Left on left. Here's the pitch to Tartable. 6-9 left-handed. That's a home run. However, Tartable's a W. That will be a long single for Tartable. So a leadoff single for Tartable. Star 19. -2 for Peterson. He's held on, making him a 1-15. Kansas City needs to manufacture. They're going to try for it. 2 through 5 and 12 for a 15. It's a 2. He's got it. Here he goes. 1-15. Gibbs throw. He's in there barely on a 15. And it's a stolen base for Jose Tartable. And as we saw in Game 1 of this doubleheader, these Athletics love to run. And now Peterson with the next pitch to Charles. 3 for 3 today. On a 6-8, it's a triple to 5. 2-star single. Tartable in to score. It's a 5-4 ball game. Charles a star 16, so he's a 14 not held. He'll have to be held on, making him a 1-12. He's the tying run. And here's Dick Green, and now there's action in the Yankee pen. Dooley Womack throwing down there. One more hit or walk will fatigue Peterson. And greetings, Philip Reynolds. Good to see you. Well, here's the situation. It's 5-4 Yankees in the 8th. Runner on first. Dick Green, the batter. Peterson from the stretch. Pitch to Green, a 3-6 lefty. Single to 8, but on a 20, that liner is going to find the glove of Tom Tresh. And that's the first out of the inning. A liner to third, 1 down, and here's Hawk Harrelson. Again, one more hit or walk will fatigue Peterson. Womack about ready down there. Peterson with the pitch to Harrelson. 2-3 left-hander, a grounder to first base. Pepitone to his right, smothers it. His only play is to Peterson covering. And Charles takes second on the play. So Charles, the tying run now in scoring position. However, there are 2 away. And it'll be up to Mike Hirschberger. Hirschberger 1 for 3 today. Peterson getting his sign. Here's the windup. And here's the pitch. A 3-8 left-handed. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. Back goes Clinton to the wall. It's gone. Mike Hirschberger with a dramatic 2-out, 2-run home run has just put Kansas City into the lead. Holy crap, what do you know about that? Let's take another look. 3-8 left-handed, homer to 8. The roll is a 4. Oh my goodness. And that really deflates the home crowd here. For Hirschberger, that's his first home run of the season. No, it's not. He's a weak. Hang on. Oh, but it's on his card. Never mind. So that's the only way he can get it. He's a weak. He couldn't have got it off of Peterson's card. 3-8, 1-8 is his only chance. That's his first home run of the year. Let's look at his card. He hit 2. Played practically the full season. So a dramatic and unexpected home run from Mike Hirschberger, and suddenly Kansas City's ahead 6-5, and that fatigues Peterson. And here comes Johnny Keane, and that's going to do it for Peterson. Holy crap. Another wild ball game here in the Bronx. Womack, who's been ready, will come on. Peterson, 7 2/3. He surrendered 11 hits, 6 runs. He walked 1 and struck out 2, 4, 5. So a dramatic home run by Mike Hirschberger. And here comes Womack now. 2.64 in real life. What has he done in the replay? Womack has been in 6 games, 5 1/3 innings, and has an 8.44 ERA. Man, so many of these cards are underachieving. Womack will pitch to Chavarria with 2 outs and nobody on. Now he gets the sign from Gibbs. Here's the pitch to Chavarria. 2-5 right-handed. Struck him out. Too little, too late, but that'll end the inning. 3 big ones for Kansas City on 3 hits. A 2-run blast by Hirschberger, the big blow. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Kansas City 6, New York 5. Switch right. Krause will come back on. Could they use Aker again to close it? Sure they could. 113 innings of relief. I'd have to assume he pitched back-to-back games quite a few times. It'll be Tresh, Clinton, and Boyer for the Yankees. Oh, nice, Philip. You're coming along nicely. Game 88. Quest for 61 project. Kraus, the right-hander, ready to work now. Tresh steps in from the left side. Suarez flashing some signs. Here's the windup and the pitch to Tresh. A 4-7. Tapper to second base. Green has it. Throws him out, one down. And that'll bring up Lou Clinton. Clinton, 1 for 3 today. Kraus into the windup. 3-8. It's a double to 8 on a 1. That's down for extra bases. Clinton rounds. Picked up in center by Tartable, and Clinton is in with a 1-out double. So the tying run is in scoring position with 1 away. And Clete Boyer will come to bat. Boyer standing in now from the right side. Kraus, very deliberate now, nodding, gets his sign. The windup, the pitch to Boyer. 1-7, fly to center. That's playable for Tartable. He backs up a few steps and puts it away for the second out. And it will be up to Jake Gibbs now. Gibbs 1 for 3 today. Kraus into the windup. Here's the pitch to Gibbs. A 1-8. Grounder to first. Harrelson has it. Takes it to the bag. And the Yankees are retired in the 8th. No runs a hit. They leave Clinton in scoring position. After 8 complete, it's 6-5 Athletics. Womack will pitch the 9th. He would be due to lead off in the bottom of the inning. Suarez, the pitcher's spot, and Campaneris due for Kansas City. Womack struck out Chavarria to end the 8th. Here's Suarez now, right-handed hitter, 0 for 3 today. Womack, the windup on the pitch. It's a 1-8, fly to left field, playable for Clinton. He's there, 1 down. And Kansas City will send up a batter for Kraus. Since they're going to bring Aker on in the 9th anyway, why not? Two innings pitched for Kraus. 3 hits, no runs. Kraus did a nice job. He didn't walk anybody. He struck out 1. Jack Aker, their closer, will come on in the 9th. And the pinch hitter will be Billy Bryan. He pinch hit in this game in real life. One down, nobody on, and here's Billy Bryan. Bryan comes into the game just 174, 4 for 23. He has 1 home run. Womack gets his sign. Here's the windup. The pitch, a 1-5. He walks him. A 1-out walk to Billy Bryan. And probably they'd send in a runner for him here. Larry Stahl will come on and run for Bryan. Stahl, if we can, we'll get him to stay in the game in the outfield. A star 15, but Womack with an incredible -6 hold. That knocks him down to a 1 through 9 without even holding him on. And with 1 out, here's Campy. Womack now working from the stretch. The pitch to Campanella. 3-8 right-handed, a grounder to short. Boyer to Richardson to first, not in time. That'll be a force play. So Stahl is forced. Campaneris has wheels, however. Again, though, with Womack's -6, he's down to a 1 through 13 without even holding him. So it'll be up to Tartable. Jose's 2 for 4 today. And there goes Campaneris, 1 to 13. Gibbs throw, he's in there on a possible overthrow number. Oh my goodness. Gibbs a 1 through 11 overthrow. And he throws the ball into center field. Holy crap, how's that for drama? Stolen base and error. Campy his second steal of the game. And he's on third base. The next pitch to Tartable. They'll bring the infield in. 2-8 right-handed. It's down into the corner in the right field corner. It's going to be a triple for Tartable. Campaneris can walk home. He didn't even need to steal a base, did he? Tartable rounds and goes into third. The throw, he's in there with a triple. An RBI triple by Tartable. And the Athletics tack on an insurance run here in the ninth. And Womack, with a pretty good card, implodes again. 7-5 now. Ed Charles, the batter, and he's 4 for 4 today. 1 down, the Yankees will have to pull the infield in. Here's the pitch to Charles. 3-7 right-handed. He struck him out. Two away, and it'll be up to Dick Green. 0 for 3. Womack gets the sign from Gibbs now. The windup on the pitch to Green on a 4-8 right-handed, a grounder down to short. That's Boyer. He'll throw him out to retire the side. But Kansas City picks up an insurance run, a walk, and a triple by Jose Tartable. 3 for 5 today. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. Kansas City 7, New York 5. And they're going to leave Stahl in the game in left field. 2E6. Aker will come into the 7th spot in the order. And here he is, Aker, 32 saves in real life. Picked up a save in the first game. And the Yankees will begin the inning with a pinch hitter for Womack. Womack worked an inning and a third, gave up just 1 hit, but it was a big one. 1 run. He walked 1 and struck out 2. And here comes Mickey Mantle. Mantle's grabbing a bat. So Mickey Mantle will bat for the pitcher to lead off the bottom of the ninth. 7-5, Kansas City. Jack Aker on for the save. Mantle switch hitter batting left. Aker, the windup and the pitch. A 2-2 fly ball to right field and deep. Back is Hirschberger. He makes the catch for the out. Yes, with Stahl in left, I didn't say it, but obviously Hirschberger moved to right, Stahl to left. Where else would he go? 1 out, and here's Richardson. Richardson 1 for 4. Aker into the windup. Pitch to Bobby, a 2-9 right-handed. Pops him up left side. Campaneris is under it. He squeezes it, and the Yankees are down to their last out. And it'll be Roy White. White 1 for 2 today. Aker gets his sign. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch, a 6-11 left-handed fly to right field X. That's Hirschberger, 2E8. This could do it. Here's the play. On an 11, E rating, the roll of a 10. On an 8, he makes the catch, and that's the ball game. And what a heartbreaking doubleheader for New York. The Athletics sweep the series. They sweep the doubleheader. 7-5, the final in this one. Aker picks up his third or fourth? His fourth save. He picked up his third in game 1. You see, they trailed until the 8th. Dobson was out, so Krause picks up the win. I don't think he has... Oh, he was 0-2, so he's 1-2 now. The loss is charged to Dooley-Womack. He has no decision. He'll drop to 0-1. So your totals on the game for the Athletics. 7 runs on 12 hits, no errors. The Yankees, 5 runs on 10 hits. They made 1 error. That's the final from New York as the Athletics sweep a doubleheader on the road. Holy crap, how about that? Thanks again to everybody for hanging out with me today. As you can tell, I'm losing my voice now. Tomorrow's game will be the New York Mets at the Pittsburgh Pirates. That'll be Jack Fisher versus Bob Veal. So join me for that one. The Pirates tied for first place in the National League. They have a chance to take a half-game lead on Los Angeles with a victory over the Mets tomorrow. And I can tell you, Fisher has not been very good so far. So it could bode well for the Pirates, but again, that's all on paper. You never know what's really going to happen. And as the man said, that's why we play the games. Well, that's it for me. It's been a long day, a doubleheader. Kansas City won a squeaker 9-8. And that was a wild game. And they come back to win the nightcap 7-5. Holy crap. Thank you, Franklin. Thanks, everybody. Spokane Steve wishing you all a very pleasant good evening. Take care, guys.